Hey, pretty baby. By the way, I'm going to put you through a fucking table. Have a nice day. Whoa! Hey, what is up, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys doing this morning? It is your boy Jake yet again, checking in from the great state of Mississippi, Roll Taco Dogs. And always, what is up? I'm doing a StreamYard this morning. I just want to say to everybody that wants you guys want to tip the stream. All of my tip links are in the description of the YouTube and Rumble description. Good morning. How is everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody is doing okay. I just put up a couple shorts today. When we decided, yeah. Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing this morning? Hey, what's up, Adam? Oh, and by the way, guys, if anybody wants to tip the stream, new month, we had someone come in and drop a $5 donation and then drop a $5 member. I did change there on the buy me a coffee. I did change instead of $500 to be $50 for the VIPs, for the HWF family VIP. You guys are going to get, when you support me, you're supporting a creator that if you go watch a video, Rumble Rant, Kick, any of that, I'm the producer on this. You guys are seeing half the things that I do. Yeah. And
this is Superhuman TV Show, and this is a massive shout out to my friend, the YouTube sensation, the Mr. Best in the world at what he does, the man who brought Pichichi to dance, and the one and only Jake freaking Henderson. Jake, if I ever saw ballin', or I will put his fat ass through a table for you. Whoop whoop, fuck this shit, motherfucker.
Yeah. Should I, yeah, 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 yeah. Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? Hit the like button, y'all, if you guys want to. Um, guys, hit the like button. Good morning, guys. How is everybody doing? Uh, I've been watching a lot lately of Happy Rumble Friday. Is awesome. By the way, needs Keanu. have been very true. Good morning, guys. Happy birthday. Gino is awesome. Need April. You don't need have a great show. Have a yeah. Good morning, Rose. How you doing? Good morning. Yeah. No. You know, here's the thing. I'm not gonna badmouth Shirley Egar. Shirley Egar. Shirley Egar has always been very professional to me. Shirley Egar's been very professional to me. Yeah. Listen, if you can do, here's the thing. Instead of doing, dude, you're just a keyboard warrior under a fake name on YouTube. You want to do this? Come on and do a podcast. You're a pile of garbage. Here's the thing. You're sitting there on a fake account just to try to troll someone. Just relax, Jake. You're a dude. You have no subs. You were made in 2013, but you have no subs. You have no nothing on your channel. You have no subs, no videos, and you're trying to start some crap. Listen, dude, if you want, don't come in here telling me what to do, jackass. Like, come here and you. Okay. Then the army. Then, guys, I just wanted to do party. Yeah. Hey, Picker. Good morning. Good morning, Nate Picker. How you doing this morning? Just wanted to do a stream this morning. Um, Guys, I hope everybody is doing okay. Guys, this is a good show, guys, and I might do a stream later on the Rumble Studio. Deal. Yo, 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 yeah. Good morning, guys. Guys, guys, I do gotta tell you guys this. We do have a page that you guys can go to and support. We do have a place that you guys memberships. We'll post audios over there too, stuff that's short and stuff. You guys will they'll be getting a lot more. Yeah, yeah. I'm worried that yeah, everybody what you see. Do, 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 do. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, guys. Guys, I just want to say thank you guys for everything you guys did in January. We knocked it out of the park in January. Now, February is here. You know, Hey, what's up, Nimrod? How you doing? Have a good day at the Postal Service. Don't lose any packages today. Hey, dude, I've been dealing with things lately that I'm. We'll see. Don't lose any packages. Ooh. Um, okay, Aaron, you. Yep. Hey, Yeah. Listen, I just want to say thank you guys. You guys have been supportive of the channel, supportive of me, support everything that I'm doing. We are the best. We are the world. We are the world. We are the world. We are the world every day. By the way, I wrote a tweet. I wrote a tweet. Hope everybody is oh. Mm. Wow. Whoa. Aaron, I am challenging you to a wrestling match. Challenging you to a wrestling match. 1-on-1, steel cage. What do you think? Challenging you to a wrestling match. 1-on-1, steel cage. What do you think? Sorry, I'm trolling Aaron Himholt. Aaron. Uh, I'm live on YouTube. But it doesn't want to go over. Yeah, what's up, guys? How is everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody is staying safe. What's up, guys? Good morning. How's everybody doing? Um, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is staying safe. Yeah, yeah. Do, 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 do. I have a dream. Yeah, you know. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. What's up, Joe? How you doing today? Hey, Joe, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll, yeah. Joe, I just sent you a sunflower. Hey, I sent you a link on your Twitch Whispers. Yeah, Joe, I sent you a link if you want to come up. Yeah, yeah. The Holy Juju. Oh, hold on, he's here. Good morning.
Hey, Jay Cutson, Baba the Boopy.
Good morning. How you doing this morning, ladies and gentlemen? From the 20-year veteran in the wrestling community, been wrestling for 20 years.
Can't wrestle now, but man, who says
Yeah,
I never retired yet? So we'll see what happens, right?
20. You said 1997, 1998, right?
Yeah. 98 was my first match. 97 is when I started training.
Yeah. By the way, when you got in the business in 1997 because when you start training, you're in the business.
And that's the biggest thing now is that, these people start wrestling after 3 months just because their parents bought them some fancy wrestling gear and they call themselves wrestlers. But, when I first came in, I trained for a full year
2023 or
almost.
2024? 2023 or 2024?
For what?
Um, because this is a new year.
Right.
2023. I want to know if you want me to put 2024 instead of 2023
Oh,
because
you can do whatever you want. So
all
it's up
right,
to you, brother.
27 years in professional wrestling. We have a 20-year veteran. We have a over 20-year veteran of professional wrestling.
Just because I'm not
Yeah,
in the ring right now doesn't mean I'm not helping people. I spent an hour and a half on a phone yesterday with a prospective new referee. He's been refereeing for a year and a half, he said, but he just wanted to pick my brain on a lot of things, and
yeah,
I had to bring him back to an old school mentality because he can learn all the things and activities you want to do as a referee, but when I brought him back to respect and brought him back to how to properly handle yourself as a referee, because a lot of the times, and I know this part, that referees are overlooked, that
yeah,
people don't realize how important the referee is to the match. The referee is actually the key to a match. There's a
yeah,
saying that goes, a good ref can make a bad match a good match, but a bad ref can't make a match good, kind of saying like that.
yeah,
I'm just always good, so I don't have to focus on that. But
yeah. Did you see at TNA Impact? They told a story about about Jordan Grace.
I swear that was WWF's production quality. That didn't look like TNA quality. That looked like
You
WWF.
want, you want, you want to hear something funny? WWE, this is not the first time that WWE's helped TNA with shit.
But I'm saying when they said they were going to play the stuff, I didn't
Yeah,
know if they were going to actually play her coming down or working in the ring at the Royal Rumble. I knew they were going to do behind the scenes stuff, but at least for the behind the scenes stuff, I expect to see TNA cameras doing it. And that was WWF production quality, man. That was top notch. That's the same behind the scenes they do when they go behind the scenes with somebody else, like on the lead up to the pay per view,
yeah,
like when they did the Undertaker documentary, and they showed you all the times behind the scenes. Same
yeah,
cameras, same camera work, same production. There's no doubt in my mind WWF was
yeah.
behind that. I don't know what they're
WWE
hoping to gain,
because
because WWF ain't gonna do nothing without gaining from it. So what do they
you know what
hope to gain by doing this?
you want to hear something funny? It's like and then I just saw that they're promoting Trinity in another match. This is filmed. These are filmed like tapings from last month.
Not so much last month. Well, when you say last month, that was 2 days ago. Because it's
Yeah.
February 2nd. So
They
last
here's the
is
what because the Trinity is being booked in a match and Trinity's already making her debut back in the WWE.
yeah. So that's the big thing that got me confused last night when I saw him talk about Trinity working next week with Jordan Grace as a tag team. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought Trinity left and went to the WWF, and Jordan came in as a surprise, but she's going back. Why is Trinity going back too? So they must have worked a deal. That whole Trinity situation must have put together the deal, and then they jumped in Jordan Grace with it. That's the only thing
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense. is that Trinity said, "All right, I'll come and I'll sign with y'all, but you got to bring my girl over." Because remember in the promo they said that WWF called Jordan Grace. They called TNA to ask for Jordan Grace. TNA didn't reach out to WWF.
No. Here's what I saw on the thing. Jordan Gray, Scott D'Amore called Jordan Gray. Says, "Hey, you want to go to WWE? You want to go to the Rumble?" They said, "Did they call?" Said, "No, you got to jump the barricade."
Right, and of course he was joking.
By the way, I wanted to. This is the thing. I did a show on Monday with a guy by the name of Owen and Matt. Shout out to Boom Bust Media, Wrestle Champs at my second episode over there. And I wanted to talk about this, about the Royal Rumble and stuff. And I got told, "Oh, we don't do modern wrestling. We talk, but you also talked about, like, you were talking about John. He was talking about John Cena stuff. Listen, Cena and all that, and also let me tell you something. This motherfucker right here knows more than these people know."
Hey, who's to say that guy might be a great mind in the business of wrestling? Nothing
Yeah,
I've seen from him yet.
watch his show, watch his podcast.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to do that.
He says he's been in the podcast business since 2009.
Have you ever heard
Doing
one?
who remember Who Slamming Who?
No.
It's like a podcast thing that they did. And then when he said he had Diamond Dallas Page. But here's the thing. The only reason why you're famous, Bolin, is because of Jim Cornette. And because of other people, because of your friendship with Jerry the King Lawler. Jerry Lawler doesn't even like Kenny.
What does the BS stand for on his vest?
Bolin Services
Oh
that's
my
his
God.
group.
Wow. Now, again, this guy may be a great mind in the history of the professional wrestling business. He's obviously been around great people, so he must have learned something. Unless you're a blithering idiot, if you're around great people, there's no way that you can't help but learn something at some point. Does that make sense? If you're around Jim
Yeah,
Cornette for 10 years, you're going to pick up on something eventually,
yeah.
or you're just warped.
By the way, I just want to say that are you? By the way, are you streaming today?
I'll stream after Bubba the Love Sponge show is done. I'll stream.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Everybody. By the way, I'm watching right now. I'm watching the Twitch feed because I. By the way, here's the thing. If I had one, if I could get those Bubba Army muff laps, I would put one on my. I would put one on. I would put some stuff, Bubba stuff on my wall.
I
But
want to get some. I'll put them on the back of my hospital bed. I think those will look dope.
yeah. How when they have to do do they when let me ask you this, when they have to do when you have to do like medical stuff like X-rays or stuff, do you have to move from your bed?
Well, when I was in the hospital, they have such great new technology. I did a chest X-ray when I was just in the emergency room like 2 months ago. They wheeled the thing in. They put a board behind your back, and they take the picture right there, right in the room. They roll it right into the emergency room. You don't got to go
Yeah,
nowhere. You don't got to do nothing. Now,
yeah.
of course,
When I had
CT scans a little bit different.
yeah,
That you got to go in the gimmick, and that you got to transfer from the bed to the gurney, wheel you in. Man, it's pretty brutal,
yeah,
but you got to get the
uh,
tests.
yeah. Can I also tell you something? When I had an EGD done when I was younger, and the place that we were using for the room happened to be the room with the thing for the X-rays. And I asked I asked the nurse, and this is this the old. It was an old hospital. It was a little bit old. It was like a country hospital. But I just want to say that it's so funny that people, God puts us in the greatest place. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're muted.
Oops, I wasn't talking. I was just listening to you anyway.
All right.
I would have
Let me
found
guess.
out I was muted eventually.
Yeah. I want to say that I want to put out. I want to say this. God always puts us in the right place, the right time for people.
God's timing is perfect, brother.
Yeah.
God knows the beginning from the end. God knows the numbers. God knows the number, the hairs numbered on our head. God knew us before we were even in our mother's womb. God is the Alpha and Omega, the be all and end all. So that's why we have nothing to fear. We never have anything to worry about, nothing to be anxious about. The Bible says, do not be anxious for anything, but in everything, through prayer and
Yeah.
supposition, give thanks. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing, because everybody prays, and a lot of times when people pray,
Yeah.
they ask for things. God
Yeah.
already knows what we want. God already knows what we need. He's
Yeah.
God. So all we have to do is thank Him. Just
Here's the thing,
thank
by
Him.
the way. They said Explosion Fridays on TNA Plus, Tuesday on YouTube for Impact, uh, USA, Access TV, Canada, Fight Network,
Wow.
World, Daisy, they stream TNA Insider, $5.99 on YouTube, stream TNA Plus app.
Oh,
So
my back hurts. Oh. So I found out some. This is what I had to actually talk about on the Bubba Love Sponge show today. I found out some
yeah,
shocking information yesterday. You may have already heard it, but once I found out, I was bugged out. I'm like, oh my God.
uh,
Turns out Martin Jannetty has to have one of his legs amputated.
ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. He just found out. He found out on the same day that he found out his sister passed away. He got a call from the doctor. I guess he's been having ankle issues since 2021. And now all of a sudden,
Just announced. Best wishes to the 22 hours ago on Russell News Co. Put out a thing says best wishes to Marty today. Even worse was his sister passed away yesterday. Sorry.
nothing to be sorry about. I didn't know if you were going to continue about the leg deal.
By the way, I don't know why they brought out SCU Southern California SCU uncensored, and then a few months later they took them off. They disbanded the tag team.
Well, the funniest thing was when they were doing that Being the Elite podcast or
Yeah.
vodcast, whatever the hell you want to call whatever that thing was.
Show.
So they were doing that, and that was so funny. Every time they'd come in there and they go, "This is the worst city I've ever been in my entire life," and I thought that was so over. I thought that was so funny because obviously they're traveling every week, anyways. So every city they went to was the worst city they've ever been to, and the one time they went to Southern California, the one time they were actually there wrestling, it was so funny. This is the best city I've ever been in my entire. I love the bit. It was great, and then all of a sudden it was. But again, I mean, I like Christopher Daniels like 25 years ago. I can't stand to
Yeah.
watch Christopher Daniels now. He's not doing anything wrong. He's still working the gimmick. He's still doing cool stuff. I mean, he did
Frankie
have the mention.
Kazarian's wife's hot. Frankie Kazarian's wife is hot.
Yeah, I don't like either one of them either. I don't like Frankie Kazarian, nor do I like his wife.
Tracy
And,
Brooks.
and I just feel like I don't know. She's just not my type, I guess. I
Yeah.
look. I didn't find her hot when she was first a knockout. So I didn't find her hot back then. So she's not my type. But the last one, Scorpio Sky, you know, I feel like he came on strong. He became a champion, and then he was gone. But then he was back, and then now they just try to come back and put him with Ethan Page, I think, for a grip. But
Yeah.
they're off that, and now Ethan Page is on a singles push at Ring of Honor. And I still don't know where this Scorpio Sky is going to end up or what he's
Yeah,
going to do.
and also the thing is, it's like they're trying to push Matt Taven in the Miracle Mile, Mike Bennett.
I worked with them since they first came into business because they're from
Yeah,
out where I'm from. So we worked on all the same shows from all up and all around the whole Northeast. And when I had to, because I was the top ref in charge, you get to select who you want to work with. I would
yeah,
always select Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, Vinny Marsalia. You know him right now. He's doing the Vincent gimmick. in
Yeah.
AEW / Ring of Honor. You know what I'm
Yep.
talking about, right?
Yep.
So all these guys are from up here. The funny thing is, eh, the numbers, you can't lie. It looks like it takes 10, 15 years of working before you get signed somewhere.
But the thing is, here's the thing. Matt Caster, you want to hear something funny?
Oh yeah, I love Max Caster. Tell me.
Max Caster, MJF, Chris Statlander, Bear Bronson all worked for uh a wrestling school worked out of a wrestling school
I know it's
out
out of New
in
York, but is it in Long Island or is it in upstate?
Strong Island, New York, called Creative Pro.
That's funny because
Hello?
when I hear Creative Pro, I think about California.
Yeah,
And I know it's not there. It's just for some reason, Creative Pro sounds like something that would come out of California.
yeah. But the thing is, it's like I love what they're doing with Max Caster and with Max and Bowen. By the way, Anthony Bowens is the first ever person
Now
to.
I know you watch that MLW stuff. I don't know how long you've seen it. I haven't seen much of it. But
But
do you remember when
sorry.
MJF was there?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that
Do you remember when they
because
put
I
MJF?
know with a tag team with Alexander Hammerstone and
No, not him. I was talking about Richard Holiday.
he was in I was going to say Richard Holiday. They was in a tag team. They was in a trios tag team together.
So I refereed his first match, Richard Holiday. He went to Paul Roma's wrestling school.
He's got
And
cancer. He had cancer.
I bet you he did. I mean, it happens to everybody eventually at some point.
Yeah,
Cancer sucks. But
yeah.
I mean, this kid's first match that he was a star. Just being in the ring with him, he had this aura
Did he
about
have
him.
a rich dad? Did he have a rich dad like his promos?
Oh, I didn't meet his dad. He came to the show by himself. I never knew the kid. He didn't have the class to introduce himself either. And then I ended up having his match. So I ended up working with the kid, knowing he was brand new. You know, technically that's not my style. I'd rather work with more experienced people. But I could
Yeah,
also work with the new people and bring them up, teach them in the ring. And less, less this, more that. All right, it's time to work up. All right, let's get it going, because I have the experience and I have the courage to speak on it. So I'll tell them straight up what to do. Some wrestlers hate that because it's my match. I'll do what I want. Some wrestlers have, oh, wait a minute. He's been doing this 5 times longer than me. I'm going to listen to him. He must know something. And then they come afterwards and say, yo, when you said that and we tried that, that worked so well, man. Thank you so much. And some guys
yeah.
actually have respect and appreciative. But like the
The
rest
thing
of the
is,
world, that's going in another direction.
now it's like a lot of these guys they're I see these people say, "Oh, we get our training through YouTube and shit." You need to go to a real wrestling school to be taught by someone that knows the business. Hello?
That's all I could do. My only strong point now is to talk, to think and
Yeah.
talk, and that's how I could
You
help
need
the
to go
business.
find, Ricky Knight actually told me that when I told him about he actually said him and his wife were on a stream one time. They streamed on Twitch. Ricky Knight, you know who Ricky Knight's daughter is, right?
No,
She's currently works in AEW,
what's her name? Oh,
formerly known as Paige,
Paige
formerly
Soraya.
yeah,
She is just sex appeal. Oh my God, her sex appeal is out of control, way over the top. I can't even deal. Every time I see her, all I can think about is sex, and I don't want to think about sex. I'm a Christian man that loves God, but man, she's just so sexy, sexy. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to look at women: beautiful, pretty, attractive, classy. She is just
yeah.
straight sexy, man. Oh
By the
my
way,
God. Woo. Did you ever see her porn?
does Ralph States kiss gently? Yes, I've seen her porn.
Hell yeah. Awesome, right? I don't even like porn, but man, I mean, this is back before I gave my life back to Christ, but before that, I seen the video and I still have a little bit of it in my memory. What an awesome video. So many people still
Yeah,
don't know that video exists. Oh, God. I got to kick out.
yeah,
I think these sleep meds that they give me keep going all morning long. Keep me out of the game. I got to kick out.
yeah. I just
What
want
were
to
we
say
talking
thank you.
about before you brought up Ricky Knight? I had something I wanted to say. Something awesome. Who were we talking about just before Ricky Knight?
In
We
my
backtracked.
opinion,
Hmm?
sorry,
Who was it?
we were talking about Richard Holiday.
Okay, Richard Holiday. Yeah,
We were talking
that.
about you were also talking we were also talking about like these people need instead of going backyard
Oh, I know what I
clean.
wanted to hit on. So I know that when I first came into the wrestling business in '98 or 2004 or 2008 or any time that I was working actively in the ring every weekend doing double shots. You know what double shots are?
Double matches.
Yeah, double shots is when you do one show and then you blast and you go right to the next show and you do two shows in two separate cities at the same time. I've even done a triple shot. I did a show in the afternoon at 1 o'clock in Connecticut, and then I went to New York for a night show. I worked the beginning of the show, and then I got myself on the second half of another show. 3 paydays, showed myself in 3 buildings in one day, and I did it so many times just because I had the opportunity to work everywhere. I was blessed. You already know about territories. You already know about, hey, if
Yeah,
you work here, you can't work there, or he's the champion over there, so he's not allowed to lose over there. There's so much politics in wrestling, and it's only getting worse. And here's the kicker: I worked everywhere. There was nowhere that I wanted to work that they told me, well, if you work there, you can't work here. I worked for direct competition for one another, especially in the Northeast. I was the only one that could get away with it. The wrestlers couldn't get away with it, but I did, and it was awesome. It was just so awesome to be able to have had that opportunity. But what I was getting at is, if anybody at any level, 1 year longer than me, 2 years longer than me, I don't care if it's somebody that's actually been in the business less than me. I feel like there's something to learn from everybody anytime somebody speaks. You can either learn how not to act and what not to say, or you can learn what sounds better and what works. So if nowadays, which is the worst part, just like in everywhere else in life, nobody has any respect. No, everybody already thinks they know everything. Can't be taught nothing. Now they'll tell you, "Oh, I respect what you're saying. I really appreciate you for helping me out." But they really don't, because you can tell by the way they come back and what comes out of their mouth and their reactions. Like that guy I was telling you about yesterday that I was on the phone with for like an hour and a half.
yeah,
He's telling me he knows everything already. Yeah, I know all that stuff already. All right, well then why even have me on the phone? Leave me alone. He interrupted my day. He ruined and wasted an hour and a half of my life. And you know what? We ended on
yeah,
nothing. We accomplished nothing.
yeah. You
Hopefully
know
he
what?
never bothers me again.
I just also want to say this with these people. They think they know it because they watch like wrestling. They've been there. But here's the thing: the real side of wrestling. Go. Before going to WWE, go work an indie show. Go work an indie show where they don't. That the promoter doesn't give a fuck about you. The owner don't care. The owner of an indie show, a lot of these little indie shows, they don't give a fuck about their
Yeah, you
wrestlers.
can be replaced like that. Don't do as I say, I've been a promoter, so I know I've had to have the dick mentality. I've had to say, look, if you're not going to do it, there's 1,000 other wrestlers that will. So let
Yeah,
me know now.
the thing is,
You
it's
got to put
like
your foot down.
you know what I will always tell people this. If you come to me and say, "What is the secret to success of wrestling?" Go to
Well,
a wrestling company.
I missed
Go
what
to
you
a
said
wrestling school.
because about 5-10 minutes ago, the volume of you went way down. So now I'm having trouble hearing you.
Yeah,
I'm piecing it together, but it's just for some reason about
yeah,
5 minutes ago it dropped. So I missed what
yeah.
you said there. The last thing you said.
There's so many of these guys that think that they are basically they say they see these wrestlers making all this money. They say they can make it. You actually have to instead. A lot of these guys will say, "Oh, we'll drive like to town and stuff." Dude, these guys they've learned their craft. They've been in it for years. You don't go to school for a year. You go wrestling school for 3 to 4 years.
Well, let me give you an
They're-
example. This just popped into my head, and there was two thoughts I had prior to this. So we were talking about Matt Taven, we were talking about Mike Bennett, right? Now, even though these guys came into wrestling after me, I had been wrestling before them. I was wrestling, refereeing, promoting, doing all that before they came into the business. They still had such egos that they wouldn't respect when I said something. They'd say something back, or if I made a joke, they wouldn't take it the right way, or they're so narcissistic in their world. But in order to be a successful wrestler, you almost have to have that level of narcissism. In order to be a star, you have to be egotistical. You have to believe you're the best. You have to believe there's nobody better than you. And that's how I felt for 20 years. Half of the time I was wrong, and the other half of the time I was right. But one of the things that's killing wrestling nowadays is the fact that you got these guys that watch wrestling, right? They watch Raw, and then that's all they do is duplicate what they saw on Raw when they go into the ring for their indie shows. They're not trained wrestlers. They're not learning at the wrestling school these things. Oh, that's a cool move. I think I'll go to the ring and try that. So they see it on Monday. They go to the ring on Wednesday and practice it. And then Friday night, they're doing it. And that's how guys get hurt because they don't know how to do it because they weren't taught. But in all fairness, that's how the Hardys train themselves in their backyard. So
Yeah,
sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But look at the Hardys now. All they do is job in AEW. I don't even know the last time they won a match. But this is what's really killing the business, Jake. And this is the bottom line right here.
Wait, what was your Twitter? Would you say they named your Twitter?
My Twitter is just probably Holyoke Joe the Supermark. Easy as pie. But you're gonna wanna hone in and focus on this one. What's killing the business now is the fact that too many marks know too much. And it's all because of the internet. Because before the internet, you needed to go to wrestling school and learn wrestling and then learn psychology in order to know about the business. In order to know wrestling terminology, you actually needed to be in the business. Now, every mark knows all the wrestling terminology. Every mark knows everything about wrestling. I mean, you can't run into any wrestling fan that they're not going to automatically try to trivia, quiz you on what you know, what you don't know. Everybody thinks they know more than everybody else. Everybody thinks they have more than everybody else. Everybody thinks they've done more and seen more than everybody else. And it's all because of the internet.
Yep.
You can't find it. Like more than half of my career, you'll never see it because there wasn't an internet to show it on when my matches were done. I'm blessed to have what matches I do have. If you YouTube Holyoke Joe and you actually see my matches where I'm wrestling, I'm really awesome in the ring, brother. Like my wrestling ability, when I watch it back, I never realized I was an athlete. I was just thought I was entertaining. I was just thought I was acting. But
Hey,
shit,
what's
what I
this?
was doing
Johnny
actually,
Heartbreaker. Here's Johnny Heartbreaker versus Holyoke Joe.
yeah, man, watch it. Check it out.
Holyoke Joe. By the way, Holyoke Joe chops Christine.
Yeah, that girl passed away, unfortunately. So that's just an homage to her. She asked me to chop her, and I'm like, no.
Can
And I
I
gave her a little
play the
baby
video?
chop.
Can I play the video?
What's up?
Can I play the video?
Yeah, man, play it. Love it.
Yeah.
There's so much good stuff. No matter what you play, is going to be awesome.
Right. This is the one I wanted to play. Let me unmute.
They wanted me to chop her. I'm like, no, I don't want to chop her. So I chopped her, but she's no longer with us, unfortunately. She was sick.
Ooh, that wasn't hard.
Yeah. Who the hell wants to chop?
What's this? Oh, Holyoke PD. What's the hell? Holyoke PD taser you. All right, what is this? Wait, what the hell? Adam Morris versus Matt and versus Holyoke Joe.
Click on. Oh, that's no good. Click on the Johnny Heartbreaker one. That's such a good baseline match. 6 minutes, easy as pie. The ring announcer in this match is actually Frank Trznowski. He's the ring announcer I watched when I was a kid. When I went to Springfield Civic Center in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I went to
You
every
want me to mute?
WWF
I
show.
gotta mute this. I gotta mute that because I don't know if that's copyrighted music.
Oh, there's gonna be copyrighted music. I come down to Corn. I
The
come
reason
down
why
to Corn blind. The song is so good. I'll do the music for you when I'm coming down. The funniest thing is the camera comes and catches me coming out of the dugout, and I didn't even know I was on camera.
yeah.
So he goes, Frank goes, from the rugged mountains of Holyoke, Massachusetts, weighing 234 pounds, here is Holyoke Joe. I didn't even know I was on camera right now. I'm just moseying, waiting for the song to kick in. You know the song Blind by Korn?
Yeah. But for copyright reasons, we're not. The reason why I muted it.
Look at that. No evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. All my shirts were custom. I don't know what the back of my shirt says. Maybe it says I know the rules or something.
I know the rules, right?
Yeah, so I'm the wrestling referee. So right now is the best part of the song. Da-da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Are you ready?
By the way, I would love one day to get in the ring and learn wrestling. I would, because here's the thing, Aaron Imholt wrestled.
I don't want to interrupt Jake, but look, I'm checking the referee. When have you ever seen the wrestler check the referee?
Ring the bell.
And I called for the bell before he did. You get the wrestling referee gimmick, you see where I'm like, the other thing I didn't do in this match was count my own pinfall. I should have done that. That'd have been brilliant.
Yeah.
I bet you I kick him right in the guts to get things started. I hope I do at least.
What company was this?
Where do you see? Where do you hear some of the contact I make? Do we lock up? Oh yeah.
Come on now.
Listen to this punch.
Oh yeah.
I didn't slap my hand. I didn't slap my arm. I didn't slap my leg. Perfect. Perfect bump and feed. Perfect arm drag.
Yeah.
Trying to break my arm.
But this is part of the business, and I'm contributing to the downfall of professional wrestling by telling you all the realism of what's going on here and what we're doing in the match. Listen to the shot to his stomach. I'm about to punch him in his stomach so hard. Listen to this.
Hey, break it up. Come on. Break it. He's on the ropes. One. Oh, come on, Joe. Keep those hands
See that? That's good. Reverse, drop down, stop. I'm too small for him. Whoop. Oh, he got me again. Back to the arm. Psychology.
He's trying to break my arm. You give up? Want me to stop it?
Old school selling.
This is here's the thing. What WWE did is they will try to like in this match you can hear the referee and then the wrestlers talking.
No.
I'm gonna chop him right now. Light him up.
One. Oh
yeah. But he's gonna get me again. I bet we do up and over arm drag. Now I'm gonna cut him off. I'm gonna show you something here. I'm gonna cut him off, slam him, and this is the first time anybody ever does a double leg drop. The move that Kofi does all the time now, he stole it from me. He calls it the boom drop. Watch this. I did it first. This is 2001. Nobody did it before that.
Two. What? That was two.
I created so many moves in wrestling, Jake, that have all been stolen and used without giving me credit.
Do you win the match, or does the other guy win?
The only way to find out is to see the end.
All right.
Let's go over here.
I screw up right here, Jake. I got stuck in the ropes. I couldn't get out. The referee's counting. I got stuck. Those ropes were tight. I underestimated the tightness of the ropes.
No.
I got to get this guy back over now. Yeah, okay, I'm going to choke him first. Couple nice kicks. Kevin Nash boot to the face. Choke. Look at that dexterity, Jake. Can you imagine that? The athleticism. I think he gets me now, though. I think we're gonna go boot to the face, buff blockbuster.
Ooh.
Look, Johnny. 1,
2,
2,
3.
3. Wow.
Buster.
Now I want you to keep in mind, Jake. This guy sucks. This Johnny Heartbreaker actually sucks at wrestling. So I had to write this match and gear all these spots to make it easy for him because he's not smart enough to remember stuff.
Was that a blockbuster?
Yeah. Yep. I always loved Buff
right?
Bagwell, so I had to put the Buff Blockbuster in our match. Besides, he didn't do that bad, right?
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah.
5.
The reason why I'm making him look good, if you understand. Watch what we do here. I make him look good. Let him get some fire. Couple bumps. Shoulder. Line. I'm right there on time with everything. Selling. Oh boy, here's a big one. You know this move.
Cutter. That was a cutter.
I bet you thought he was going to get me there, didn't you?
That was either a net breaker or a cutter.
Yep, that's a cutter all day. You know that used to be called. They used to be called the Ace Crusher before it became the Diamond Dallas Page Diamond Cutter, the RKO, or any of that stuff.
I was going to go with the Heartbreaker cutter, the Heart Cutter, or something like that.
Because Johnny Ace is the one that started doing the Ace Cutter way before anybody else. Way before Diamond Dallas Page made it a Diamond Cutter. Now, I'll warn you in advance, the referee messes up the finish. The referee was, when you see what's about to happen here, he's going to do a flip over, like a sunset flip. Now, I'm holding the ropes, cheating. The referee is supposed to admonish me, tell me to let go of the ropes, count, and then when I don't break it on the count, kick. Watch, he kicks right away without counting. So we just went into that. The referee screwed up everything. That's why I said a bad referee could ruin a good match, and a great referee can make a horrible match good.
You know what? This is the first time that I've had. I've always, when I did like the when I was watching wrestling, I didn't have the person that is in the match there, because the last time I did one of these was when Aaron did his match.
That sounds like fun. So, the greatest thing is, the reason why I said that match is because it's 6 minutes, it's quick and it's easy. The next things we can watch in the future are more elaborate. You'll watch things from my shows, from my mind that I written, storylines that I wrote. Yeah. And when you see what I've done, you'll say, Joe, I never saw anything like that before. And I haven't seen anything like that since, because this was 2003, what I'm going to show you next time. And when you see what I do and you see how I do what I do, you're going to say, dude, phenomenal. Because you know wrestling, you appreciate wrestling. You know the difference between good and bad wrestling. And you see how basic that match was that we just saw? Yeah. Basic nothing over extravagant. We had a couple cool moves in there. But other than that, when you see what I do next, you'll be like, okay, this was back in 2003, and I created moves like the Death Valley Neckbreaker, the AJ Styles whores out now, and everybody else. There's every other wrestler. There's even a guy in AEW using it as his finish.
All right, guys, I think we're going to call it for now, because
thank God I have so much to do. I got to run, brother, but it's been fun. It's been real.
You know what?
But it hasn't been real fun.
But here's the thing: it's like a lot of times when we do these wrestling shows, everybody tunes out. But it's indie wrestling. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I talk to you guys later. Love you guys. God bless.